It's 3 p.m. and time for the Daily Community Briefing. Team coverage of the latest local news important to you. Now let's head to the Wallingford Broadcasting Studios for the Daily Community Briefing.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Daily Community Briefing, this Friday edition. I'm Gwendolyn Morton. The Daily Community Briefing is brought to you by Bishop's Small Engine Repair, Mountain Adventures, Affordable Heating and Air, Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond, and Davis and Powell Funeral Home in Berea. Starting out the broadcast today with some crime news from the Mount Sterling Police Department. If anyone knows the whereabouts of 46-year-old James Bussell of Owensville, Kentucky, please contact law enforcement. He is a wanted person and has an active warrant for the following charges: attempted murder, police officer; fleeing or evaded police, first degree, motor vehicle; wanton endangerment, first degree, police officer. You can contact the Mount Sterling Central Dispatch at 859-498-8720. You can submit an anonymous tip to the Mount Sterling Police Department Facebook page as well. You can also contact the Kentucky State Police Moorhead Post at 606-784-4127. Information provided about this person's location can remain anonymous. If you're watching along on WBON TV, you can see multiple shots of the suspect. The most recent description matches the photos with the long beard and hair. Keep an eye out for that. Governor Beshear announced Friday that the Federal Emergency Management Agency has approved his request for individual assistance for 22 more Kentucky counties following severe flooding February 27th through March 14th, 2021. The additional counties now eligible for individual assistance include Fayette, Jessamine, Laurel, Madison, and Woodford. The counties are in addition to those included when President Joe Biden declared a major disaster declaration on April the 23rd at Governor Beshear's request to make federal funding available for Kentucky families and communities to recover. President Biden's initial declaration made federal funding available to help individuals and communities in the counties of Breathitt, Clay, Estill, Floyd, Johnson, Lee, Magoffin, Martin, and Powell counties to recover from the severe storms, flooding, and mudslide. Residents with questions or additional reports of flood damage should contact their local county emergency management agency. This is the largest award for displaced individuals from damage to homes since a massive flooding event impacted the state in May of 2010, when more than 4,200 structures were affected. In this case, counties have reported more than 1,200 incidences of damage to infrastructure, debris removal, and emergency measures, costing more than $72 million. Assistance can be included in grants for temporary housing and home repair, low-cost loans to cover uninsured property losses, and other programs to help individuals and business owners recover from the effects of the storm. Residents and business owners in the counties designated in the Major Disaster Declaration can begin applying for assistance with FEMA by registering online at www.disasterassistance.gov, downloading the FEMA app, or by calling 1-800-621-FEMA. That's 1-800-621-3362. The Kentucky State Police Electronic Crime Branch arrested Austin E. Reese, 31 years old, on charges related to child sexual abuse. Reese was arrested as the result of an undercover Internet Crimes Against Children investigation. The KSP Electronic Crime Branch began the investigation after discovering the suspect communicating with a juvenile online. The investigation resulted in an arrest warrant being served on May the 27th, 2021. Equipment used to facilitate the crime was seized and taken to KSP's forensic laboratory for examination. The investigation is ongoing. Reese is currently charged with 3 counts of rape, third degree, a Class D felony punishable by 1 to 5 years in prison. Reese is lodged in the Laurel County Detention Center. The Madison County Sheriff's Office recently presented the 2020 Employee of the Year and Court Security Officer of the Year. Deputy Michelle Albertson was named the 2020 Employee of the Year posthumously. Michelle joined the Sheriff's Office in 2010 and remained there until her passing in 2020. The award was presented to the family of Deputy Albertson, Josh and Aaron Aldridge. The 2020 Court Security Officer of the Year was presented to Deputy Ronald Lamb. Deputy Lamb was sworn into the Madison County Sheriff's Office in 2018. He was joined by his wife, Marshela, and employees of the Madison County Court. And a Clark County site for the new $9.3 million preschool has been selected. Earlier this week, the Clark County Board of Education approved a 12-acre site behind Strode Station Elementary School, a short distance from Baker Intermediate School. According to officials, the school board already owns the property. The new school facility will accommodate 450 students and will replace the present Beckner Street facility. Brian Carroll, a man accused of bringing guns, body armor, explosives to UK back in March, has been indicted by a Fayette County grand jury. The charges include use of weapons of mass destruction and possessions of a firearm by a convicted felon. Carroll's arraignment is scheduled for Friday morning. Carroll was arrested outside of the emergency room on March the 25th after police tracked him with security footage. Carroll allegedly told police he was headed to the hospital to visit with a family member and was later found to be heavily armed and dangerous. Well, Paradise Cove will officially open at 11 a.m. tomorrow, but don't expect to get your ticket at the pool. Parks and Rec spokesperson Mason Chambly told WBON-TV that you must make a reservation 1 day in advance. Also, keep in mind that if the weather changes between the time you purchase a ticket and the next day, you will not be granted a refund. In Richmond, the second annual Beef Day was a success at the Kentucky Cattlemen's Association provided $600 worth of patties to make free hamburgers. The event was held at Central Kentucky Ag Credit Office, where participants drove through to receive a free hamburger, chips, and water. President of the Cattlemen's Association, Isaac Markham, explained the beef was from Kentucky cattle and processed right here in the Commonwealth. Over 500 burgers were given out in just a 2-hour period. Good success story there. And with that, we'll go to the first break of the day. We'll be right back with more crime news from around Kentucky, and of course, those COVID numbers right here on WBON-TV.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Mountain Adventures in Irvin is here to take your summer meals to a whole new level. Now is the perfect time to stop by and get cantaloupes or sugar baby watermelons. And Mountain Adventures has also added bread, Weisenberger products, and Kentucky Mountain Moonshine truffles. On Fridays, you can now get your favorite treat from Side Porch Cafe at Mountain Adventures. It's literally your one-stop shop for the perfect family meal. Stop by today. Mountain Adventures at 68 River Drive in Irvin, or like Mountain Adventures on Facebook.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
donate or shop at the new location for the Habitat Restore in Madison County. The proceeds from the Habitat Restore go towards helping build a home for someone in need. Shop, donate, or volunteer at the new location for the Habitat Restore in the old CVS Pharmacy building on Main Street in Richmond.
You know when you step outside and it feels absolutely perfect? The air's not too warm, not too cool, just perfection? Now imagine if you could have that same feeling inside your home at a price that feels even better. You can, thanks to the folks at Affordable Heating and Air. Call 859-779-0122 now and get the best Lennox home comfort systems at a price you'll love. That's Affordable Heating and Air at 859-779-0122 or online at affordableheating-air.com.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are going to drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's going to put the work in the first place?
Support your favorite team with apparel from Campus Warehouse in Richmond. Whether you're an EKU fan or you're a part of the Big Blue Nation, Campus Warehouse has something for you. Stop by and see their new line of Old Road t-shirts, because guys, we know Saturdays are for the boys. Plus, they have the cutest seasonal tees for the ladies. And Campus Warehouse now carries a new line of tees for the kiddos as well. Visit campuswarehouserichmond.com or stop by their location in the Richmond Center next to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Welcome back to the Daily Community Briefing on WBON-TV. I'm Gwendolyn Morton. The Daily Community Briefing is brought to you by Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Keep your power equipment working strong all season long with help from Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Let Bishop's service your mower and power equipment, North Estill Avenue in Richmond. Mountain Adventures. Mountain Adventures is here to help take your summer meals to a whole new level. All the fruits, vegetables, and 2 farms meats sold inside the store. Now on Fridays, get your favorite treats from the Side Porch Cafe at Mountain Adventures, 68 River Drive in Irvin. Affordable Heating and Air. For all your heating and air needs, call Brian with Affordable Heating and Air Conditioning at 859-779-0122. Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond at 635 and a half Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Bluegrass Marble and Granite can take care of all your remodels or fabrication needs. Davis and Powell Funeral Home in Berea has the best aftercare in the business when every detail counts. Remember, Davis and Powell Funeral Home. Well, a man charged in the death of his girlfriend following a drug-induced wreck was sentenced to 14 years in prison Thursday morning. Terry Hensley had previously accepted a plea deal and then pled not guilty to first-degree manslaughter charge for the crash that killed his 36-year-old girlfriend. Somerset police said on February 4th, 2019, Hensley was driving a car that crashed into a pole, killing Amanda Woodall Goodman. Detectives reported Hensley was under the influence of methamphetamine at the time of that fatal crash. Although COVID may have slowed some athletes down, the Special Olympics of Kentucky, the athletes have been working hard at training for the Summer Games, which take place both state and regional in just a few short weeks. To get all information regarding the upcoming events as well as practices that spectators are now allowed to fully attend, WBON-TV spoke with Michael Higginbotham of the Special Olympics. With that story, here's Marissa Hempel.
Following a hiatus last year, the Special Olympics of Kentucky will be returning to Richmond and EKU for their yearly competitions. Track and field coach Michael Higginbotham has all the details.
We are very excited to be back in the Special Olympics. We are, especially with COVID-19 and everything, keeping us away and everything in the past year. Our athletes and coaches and everybody is so excited about having the state Summer Games this year.
However, due to ongoing COVID-19 protocols and precautions, there will be some changes, according to Higginbotham.
So instead of doing a 3-day event, we are going to do just a 1-day event only. We are And we are not going to have that many athletes at all. We are expecting probably about 600.
The 600 athletes that will be showing up on the one-day event on June 5th at EKU pale in comparison to the usually 1,000 that compete yearly. However, there will be no changes for spectators.
We are asking all the fans and everybody to come to the state. We are. Now, the regionals, we were to limit to how many we could have and how many we couldn't have. But with the state competitions, we're allowing a lot and everybody to come.
He adds that there will also be local competitions in addition to the state.
The local competitions, which is for Madison County Special Olympics. Madison County Special Olympics is going to have softball throw, track events. Going to also have the shot put event too. Like the opening ceremonies and all that will begin around 9. Now, the opening ceremonies will be very, very, very brief. It will not be like it was a couple of years ago. The statewide events will be on June the 5th at EKU, and they will also begin at 9 a.m. There will be track and field, swimming, soccer, and gymnasium. Also have the Olympics count for the healthy athletes, and the opening ceremonies will be brief. There will be no closing ceremonies.
Higginbotham says that despite the year off, athletes continue to train and he feels confident about his track and field team. Lastly, he also plugs some other events coming up with the Special Olympics of Kentucky.
Our track and field team is looking very, very, very good. Softball tryouts will be on June the 8th from 5:30 to 7 p.m. at Lake Weaver. If you want to register or be an athlete for softball, you can go to our Facebook or you can text Jamie Moore at 859-623-8753. And also track and field, 2 more practices before the state competitions. And June the 1st will be our last practice from 7 p.m. until 8 p.m. at Gibson Bay at Lake Weaver. Also, we are going to be doing a boating competition too, just for anybody that wants to come out and boat. It's on Wednesdays from 3:30 to 5:15, and it's $3.25. That's going to be at the Galveston Boating Center here in Richmond.
Okay.
To join Madison County Special Olympics, go to our Facebook page at Madison County KY Special Olympics, and we'll be more than happy to get you hooked up and everything.
Higginbotham said everyone is also excited about a hype-up video that you can find on Facebook and YouTube at Special Olympics for Kentucky that will be out on June the 2nd. For Channel 9 News, I'm Marissa Hempel.
Thanks, Marissa, for that story. Kroger is wanting to help get more Americans vaccinated. Company officials announced a new campaign in collaboration with the Biden administration called the Community Immunity Campaign. The campaign will start next year and includes 5 $1 million payouts and 50 chances for a year of free groceries. Kroger will announce more details, including prizes, official rules, and eligibility when the giveaways begin. Well, Perry County officials say no foul play is expected or suspected after a body was found along a well-known ATV and hunting trail in Lower Second Creek. The body was discovered Thursday morning by a male passing through the area. The victim's ID has not been released, but Kentucky State Police report that the person had been reported missing earlier this week. A Clark County man who confessed to shooting a woman will now wait another week before hearings begin, as per his attorney. According to authorities in Winchester, Stephen McGuire admitted to shooting Sheila Smith on May the 14th. The incident occurred in an apartment building where Smith had been visiting. Police say that McGuire shot her and then went back into his unit. Smith later succumbed to her injuries. His preliminary hearing is now set for June the 2nd. Governor Beshear orders flags lowered to half-staff in remembrance of the San Jose victims. In accordance with a proclamation from the White House, Governor Andy Beshear has directed that flags at all state office buildings be lowered to half-staff until sunset Sunday, May the 30th, 2021, in honor and remembrance of the victims of the acts of violence perpetrated on May the 26th, 2021 in San Jose, California. Well, if you're looking to get outside and get some fresh local produce, there are 3 locals farmers markets in Madison County that are on their way to being back open for business. The Berea Farmers Market at Fee Park on Chestnut Street will be taking place Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Opened at the beginning of this month on Saturdays, the Madison County Farmers Market can be found at White Oak Pond Church at 1238 Barnes Mill Road from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. The third farmers market, located on EKU's campus, will open next month. This can be found on Thursdays in the parking lot of the Carter Building. And with that, we're going to go to our second break of the day. Don't go anywhere. We've got lots of COVID news from around the state and around the area right here on WBON TV.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Mountain Adventures in Irvin is here to take your summer meals to a whole new level. Now is the perfect time to stop by and get cantaloupes or sugar baby watermelons. And Mountain Adventures has also added bread, Weisenberger products, and Kentucky Mountain Moonshine truffles. On Fridays, you can now get your favorite treat from Side Porch Cafe at Mountain Adventures. It's literally your one-stop shop for the perfect family meal. Stop by today. Mountain Adventures at 68 River Drive in Irvin, or like Mountain Adventures on Facebook.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Donate or shop at the new location for the Habitat Restore in Madison County. The proceeds from the Habitat Restore go towards helping build a home for someone in need. Shop, donate, or volunteer at the new location for the Habitat Restore in the old CVS Pharmacy building on Main Street in Richmond.
You know when you step outside and it feels absolutely perfect? The air's not too warm, not too cool, just perfection? Now imagine if you could have that same feeling inside your home at a price that feels even better. You can, thanks to the folks at Affordable Heating and Air. Call 859-779-0122 now and get the best Lennox home comfort systems at a price you'll love. That's Affordable Heating and Air at 859-779-0122 or online at affordableheating-air.com.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are going to drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's going to put the work in the first place?
Support your favorite team with apparel from Campus Warehouse in Richmond. Whether you're an EKU fan or you're a part of the Big Blue Nation, Campus Warehouse has something for you. Stop by and see their new line of Old Road t-shirts, because guys, we know Saturdays are for the boys. Plus, they have the cutest seasonal tees for the ladies. And Campus Warehouse now carries a new line of tees for the kiddos as well. Visit campuswarehouserichmond.com or stop by their location in the Richmond Center next to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Welcome back to the Daily Community Briefing. The Daily Community Briefing is brought to you by Halls and Son Auto Care, Nueva Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue, Batteries Unlimited, ABR Auto, Chad Tate, Mike's Hike and Bike, People's Bank, and Napa Auto Parts. We are receiving some reports into the station of a backup on I-75. This is affecting both the north and southbound travel, and this is going on between the 87 and 79 mile markers. If you're on 75, looks like you could be sitting there for a little while. If you're not, go ahead and avoid that area. Well, we're going to go on right now to Ron with the new numbers and the governor's report. Here's Ron Likens.
Here's the latest COVID update. 421 new cases were reported as of yesterday. That brings the state total to 457,482 confirmed cases. There were 4 deaths yesterday, with a statewide total of 6,748. The positivity rate still remains good at 2.51%. There are 328 hospitalized, with 96 in ICU and 50 remaining on a ventilator. In Madison County, there were 10 new cases reported. That brings the county-wide total to 9,424. Estill County is reporting 1 new case, and that brings the county-wide total in Estill at 1,134. From the Channel 9 Newsroom, I'm Ron Likens.
Thanks, Ron, for that report. Going over the COVID-19 report for the state. New cases today, 421. Positivity rate at 2.51%. People vaccinated in Kentucky, that is, they have received at least 1 dose, 2,020,760. Top 5 counties, Woodford still sitting on top at 60%, followed closely by Franklin at 59, Fayette at 57, Scott at 51, and Boone tied at 51 as well. Bottom 5 counties for Kentucky, Christian at 19, Spencer at 19, Ballard 21, McCreary 22, and Lewis at 22. Taking a look at the current incidence rate from around the state, 1 red county. That's all that we have left, and that is Webster County, all the way over on the western part of the state. We also have 6 green counties today: Ballard, Carlisle, Hickman, Crittenden, Trimble, Clinton, Menifee, Elliott, and Magoffin all coming in as green. Yesterday we had 2 red and 6 green, so numbers are going in the right direction all over the state. Madison County is yellow today, along with all of our neighbors except for Rockcastle. Rockcastle remains in the orange. Estill, Clark, Fayette, Jessamine, Garrett, all under 10 today. All of those counties that surround Madison under 10, Rockcastle at 14.5. Again, the majority of the state is yellow. It's been a long time since we've seen that. Looks like maybe 10 or so counties remain in the orange. That lone county that stays in red, Webster County, 38.6 is where we stand there. Madison County cases for 5/27, 11 new cases, 61 active cases in Madison County, with daily average cases 4.8, dropping down below that 5 mark. That is good news for everyone here in Madison County. COVID-19 vaccine availability throughout the area. Anyone age 18 or older is eligible, and you can get an appointment by calling 1-855-WHAPPTS or going to www.whitehouseclinics.com. All kinds of places all across the area that you can get that vaccine. The White House clinics in McKee, Mount Vernon, Berea, Irvin, and Richmond all offer that vaccine. And if you're not feeling well, you can still get that COVID test if you haven't gotten your vaccine yet. Today, Richmond Big Hill Christian Church from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and the Lancaster Garrett County Health Department from 1 to 5 p.m. Also tomorrow, we always have that Saturday testing facility, and just in case you can't make it through the week, Richmond White House Clinic from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. tomorrow. You can also find necessary information for updates at White House Clinic's Facebook page, their Instagram, and also on Twitter. Don't forget those COVID-19 vaccines are free of cost. Bring a photo ID and insurance if you have them. With that, we're going to wrap up this day. We have had a full week of news here on the WBON TV Daily Briefing. We'll be back here on Tuesday. Have a great holiday weekend. Looks like we're going to have a very cold, unofficial start to the summer season tomorrow. Highs only around 58 degrees. But we'll be back here on Tuesday at 3 p.m. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. I'm Gwendolyn Morton.